And he does spot Nerval, so I would guess that's a little bit of communication. Caleb, gonna try to tie this thing up. Not gonna get very far though, forever.
But he's all alone.
Now, here I'm seeing LLL, you know, this happened with Durfal's cap. LLL pretty much takes over the base. So, you know, for whatever they've got going, they are able to powerhouse EXP. And Forever going to make his move, running up against pretty much a fresh spawn. Botches his move into mid, but that might be helpful. No, it will not. Calip comes up with an LG, and you can see he's a fresh spawn. I mean, YYT, they are fresh spawns when they're getting these recoveries.
And that really, you know, it's a risky play because you kind of sacrifice the spawn for the time it takes to just really get that aggressive push and take the initiative and really put the pressure on your opponent. But if your opponent can kind of absorb that, sit back a little bit, get some stack, then they can take you out, and while you're still on a fresh spawn, they can just rush in and rock your world. But so far, we're still looking at one cap, and still several minutes left to go.
Yeah, great read by BLD. What a shame that he didn't have any help, honestly, because he did so much damage that, you know, all it would have taken would be one teammate helping him out there. And so, you know, if we take a look at it, you know, honestly, Calip and Solar, the only guys with the backwards KDs, of course, given the rules, that makes perfect sense. Draven defends RA. And smart move too. So yeah, so it does look like we've seen this happen a couple of times. Draven does seem to be the guy that's circling back to make sure to grab that R8. Nice little mid-air rocket. And Solar will go down before he can pull the trigger. And now my question is, Draven will probably extend in a little bit. Yeah. He's really guarding this RA with his life, and very well done. But we'll probably see him extend for this regen. He needs to go quick.
From his own teammate.
Yeah. They're not really leaving anyone in the base at the moment. We didn't see Demon. Yeah, Demon pushed up for regen. And
we're seeing a lot of skirmish here over the regen. Forever makes the grab.
Now, LLL, they pit 3 guys at that location. So I think that's kind of a critical and interesting setup for them. The fact that they have the lead makes this a little bit easier. You know, the last 5 minutes of this match, a little bit easier because they can really play it defensively. But then again, you know, you can get a cap in 6 seconds on this map. So, you know, all it's going to take is one breakaway where Calip gets the solid pair of RJs that he wants, and this thing is home, and it will be tied. So, really, it's not quite done for either team. YYT has the harder road to travel, but Lowland Lions are not out of the woods yet.
Calip with the flag once again, getting kind of
then they bumped
by
him.
these grenades, and that's going to bother him. Durfal with the blue flag, he's headed out low.
Yeah, I'm watching Calip though, because to me, his survival is a bit more critical. BLD just killed himself. Forever takes out EXP, so kind of see it back and forth. I'm going to go take a look at the other carrier really quickly, just to see how they're doing. Yeah, it's Durfal, and he's stacking up a little bit now.
Has it.
Calip has alright.
Uh-oh, Forever comes in here with the rail and the shaft. Calip survives with 46 health. Now he's here. He's kind of in a bad spot, but now we have this kind of mutual trade-off. Calip is going to be grabbing the 50 health, going to be looking around for armor, and now we're going to start to see a lot of defensive plays here, because as you can see, the only real opportunities for attack that the opponent will have is either up a jump.
What a mistake.
I mean, shit.
You know, I mean, I guess he could have just handed off the flag at that point. I think that he wanted to go L or something, but poking out across mid, I mean, you can get railed off. You could see it was the combo between Plasma and Rail. And just kind of destroyed him. Now, BLD has been able to pick up this flag, but he's not full health, and we know that the medkit was picked up by Calip, so it's not going to be coming back for BLD anytime soon. Regen is picked up. We're going to continue to follow BLD, as that mega health is a huge boon for him. Let's go take a look at Durfal, who's also stacked up.
Pretty big stack here right now.
Yeah. Again, this play for the red armor.
By that, and he's got... Ooh.
Yeah,
he's getting trapped here in the red armor, and that's going to be it right there.
Tied with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Critical. Now you could see, you know, both these carriers, they made sort of the fatal mistake of not being okay with just the yellow armor and shards. They really wanted that red armor added to their arsenal, but every time they went for it, the opposing team was
Very
able
good
to
trapped.
read it and take him down. Nice shot by Demon. There's a return.
A
So
very
Jahar,
powerful return too, and yeah.
Go ahead, man. I think we're gonna see a
I'm
tie.
listening.
Overtime.
Yeah, I
Overtime is
think so, because as we were mentioning, going for that red armor, it really puts you in a position where you are trapped. And actually, even if no one sees you, if they don't see you anywhere else, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, oh, he's probably at red. And that really just puts you in a bad spot, especially if your teammates are not able to back you up from the other end of that. And I think we saw that in both cases, but L3 really dropped the ball in that case, and now we're going to see some overtime potentially.
Yeah, a nice delay by Demon to return this flag. He wanted to make sure that the base was clear before doing so. He takes down Calip, so now he'll go return the flag. Oh, no, he won't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Solar can't get out of here. He's down.
No, he's not going anywhere. He's nowhere.
Had he had a little bit more stack and different weapons, that would have been a little bit different. Of course, again, guys, you can cap really fast in this map, so potentially this thing, we're not going to really call it done.
Nobody's affecting your movement.
Yeah, but we're going to call it done, when it's actually 2 seconds left, because until then, you can't really call it. And so, Calip picks up regen. Now, we haven't really seen any major grabs of the flag. We've seen ones that kind of stuck in the base. We haven't seen anything get back to mid ever since the time cap for YYT. Kind of a, critical change of fate for these flag carriers. YYT, Calip is very stacked here, and he will be rocking this base. There is no one here, and he is gone. He actually gets shafted, but that's going to help him a little bit. He still has a med kit, and he uses it a bit too early. Interesting route, but he had no help. Had there been a teammate there kind of stuffing the way, as he was passing into mid, then that would have been YYT's win. But we will see
I really
overtime.
do appreciate the fact that Calip is not willing to use the standard routes to get out, because those are the routes where you're going to get raped hardcore. I'm sorry. I used the R word.
Destroyed.
Damn. It's too early in the morning for
hardcore.
me.
That's alright.
You're gonna get destroyed hardcore.
Yes, there you go.
Gonna get reamed, and that's something that he's actively refused to do. And sometimes, taking that damage from the rocket launcher has sometimes put him right into the lap of the enemy. But there have been just as many times where that takes him out of the way of danger very effectively. And now we're 16 seconds into overtime. And for those of you who don't know, overtime adds a 3-second respawn delay. That means if you go down, it's going to be 3 seconds before you can come back into the play. So any holes that are in the defense are going to be greatly expanded.
Yes,
with
you could call them
a
gapes
little bit of,
as time goes on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was looking for that. I was grasping for that gape. Yeah.
And so, and a second gets added to that respawn delay per minute. So it becomes really, really critical stuff to essentially survive. It becomes a game of survival, because eventually a kill will equal a cap. It's just a matter of time. Draven has regen and the med kit, pushing in with 90 armor, getting it burned off by LG. There's a 4-second respawn delay as we hit the first minute. So again, this is going to be harder and harder for anyone that dies. And look at this 3-man push by Lowline Lions into this base. Medkit used by Draven. He still has regen, and he's getting destroyed. Look at this. Amazing damage put down onto Draven.
Look, you can already see the fact that players are concentrating a little bit more on getting the frags and getting the damage in than they are for just ignoring the enemy players and going straight for the flag.
Right.
They know now that if they can do the damage, it's going to be a while before they're going to be able to come back and haunt them again.
Yeah, and that's, really, really critical stuff. Draven, I guess, kind of giving up his weapon. Maybe he felt like it was a good time to respawn. Well, no, that was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, let's go take a look. Demon trying to defend, and he gets a little bit of help from fresh spawn Draven coming from red. 5-second respawn delay. Calip's trying to go through center. That's a weird choice to just go balls to the wall straight through without anything. I mean, he had no weapons, no armor. It's like, hi, here's a free kill. I don't want to play for the next 5 seconds. 16 impressives for Solar. Very nice. We're going to watch Solar a little bit longer, because we haven't really watched him most of the game. My guess is... Yeah. Oh, look at this. Calip. Calip's gonna try